All right. Speaking of getting things going, hello everyone. Welcome
Getting it
to
going.
welcome to uh a, s- a stream for the casting of Frank Stone. Another another super massive game. Um I quite like these games. I think they could be quite entertaining.
Hmm.
Especially with the way that I tend to play it a little bit. Um I don't know I don't know a ton about this game because it's brand new. It's only been out for maybe not even a month. Um, pretty recent as far as I know. And I'm gonna give it a few minutes. It looks like my connection's a bit slow. I don't know why. Interesting.
The
How
chat.
does it look on your side, on the YouTube side? OBS
Uh,
is saying that I'm dropping like half of my frames. I guess nothing's really moving on screen, so you might not be able to see anything in particular.
let's see. I'm listening.
I
Yeah,
guess I'll
it
also
seems
pull up
fine on
the
my end. I'm like dropping a bit of sound on Discord, but the stream looks fine.
hmm. Yeah, I mean OBS's encoding's going fine. It's just for whatever reason the connection to YouTube, it's weird. I don't understand OBS sometimes. Because it says I'm connected at like 35 megabit. But it's calling that as bad stream health. And it claims I'm
Mm.
dropping half the frames, but like I don't know, that doesn't seem correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. Strange, weird. Hopefully it improves. If it looks choppy, if you peek on the YouTube side, just let me know. But
Okay.
yeah, so the relatively new game still, um, and I've only seen one playthrough of it, and I know that there's like a few different paths you can choose. I don't know exactly like how many different endings there are necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
but I figure we can give it a shot. See how we do. Uh, Unlike the quarry, I don't really have a gimmick in mind for this one, just because it is relatively new.
Yeah.
And I don't know the story well enough to like think of a gimmick that I think will work. Especially since,
Mm.
unlike some of the other games, when you I bought the deluxe version of this, it gives you this system they call it the cutting room floor, where you can go
Mm-hmm.
back and choose like different points in the story where you make decisions to try to get new outcomes instead of have to replay it all.
Wait, that's locked to the deluxe edition?
Uh, I think maybe it unlocks because like the description says you get access to it right away. So I don't know if maybe you beat it one time through and then you get it,
Oh,
versus
okay.
if you get the deluxe version, it just comes with it. Not
Mm.
sure about that. Uh, oh, and I forgot to introduce my co-host for today, my
I
Dead by Daylight lore expert.
Yes. I'm the lore expert. I speak for the lore.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Because yeah, as it's shown in the title, from the world of Dead by Daylight, it was made in conjunction with the team there, and I don't know anything about Dead by Daylight. So I'm gonna depend on you. Whatever you say is the truth for Dead by Daylight is the truth, as
Exactly.
far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you two will stop saying that it's dropping. New save. Uh, I think this is probably just like QTE timing, I guess. We'll just go.
You want to escape torment, but you may survive.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. Oh, yeah, there goes YouTube, and it's buffering my mouse out of this window during this cutscene.
To me centuries ago, of a timeless power, infinite.
Okay, it's smoothing out.
Voracious in hunger.
Gracious.
The entity. A realm so close to ours, but always out of reach.
This is Dead by Daylight.
Until I found.
Lies. What? Let's see if maybe that has the possibility of catching up.
Right now I got the loading wheel. I'm way behind. I'm just going to refresh the whole page.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh it on your end.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is doing this.
Okay, it's catching up now.
I wonder what is my network speed right now? Welcome to the network speed test. The network speed stream. It claims I have a gig.
A single gig?
Well, a gig down.
Yeah. Your speed is a gig? Good lord.
Yeah, it should be 1 gig down. Up is much slower than down, unfortunately.
Really?
Up is the one that matters when it comes to streaming. I should be getting enough, though, to do the stream. I don't know why it's not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, maybe...
I'd go to the nail salon.
Here's I'm gonna drop it down to 2K resolution for YouTube. Still the same bitrate, but a lower resolution, so maybe the ingest server can take it on easier. I don't know. Sometimes the YouTube streaming's a little... Try it again. Hopefully, one of these times it will work.
Did you have to restart the stream?
Yes, I'm restarting on the OBS side, but I'm just leaving the YouTube stream open. Let's see.
What the hell is going on?
Not sure.
I recognize this place.
Is the YouTube stream running again?
Should be.
Yeah, looks like it is.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah.
It should be at just 2K now, or 1440p. What it could be, actually, because it looks like it's just an internet speed issue, they're actually doing some internet work in the neighborhood. They've been doing it for the past few weeks, but they're working around to our part of the neighborhood now, so technically it's supposed to be a different company, but maybe that's impacting us over here. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, alright, to get back
Welcome
in.
to Frank Stone, everybody.
Welcome back to Frank Stone. Some internet issues, but hopefully we got that smoothed out now.
Mm-hmm. On your end, it's like nothing even happened, probably.
Exactly.
While we play
Exactly.
Barnyard Dog Simulator.
Delicious.
Street rat.
Cedar Still.
Chapter 1, The Burning Maw.
1963. I feel like they should have put the little like stars or italicize that.
No,
As written,
saying the word snores.
Yeah, as written, he says snores.
Nothing scarier than the police.
Hello, Officer Sam. Oh, right. I was wondering why the music sounded different than when I watched this before. It's because it's the non-copyright music.
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
I got help.
Where are they now? On duty?
Of a manner. Merlin just goes where he pleases.
Merlin.
A dog.
The dog?
Doberman Pinscher. Best friend a fella could ask for. Loyal to
You
the...
just let that thing run around?
Trust him more than I trust myself.
You know, it's a guard dog for the whole steel mill, apparently. Serious, concerned. How are we gonna play Sam? We didn't get an introduction, so we don't know anything about Sam.
Sam looks concerned.
You and the dog are the security for the mill?
So, you and the dog.
Merlin.
Merlin. You two are security for the whole mill?
I know. Overkill. But between the two of us, we get the job done. Though, I don't know where he's got himself to tonight.
Yeah, Merlin's been
Scared him off.
most valuable employee of the month, every month for the past 3 years.
Yes.
I've never once beat him.
Call me Tom.
Thomas Jefferson Holtz.
Sam Green.
You ain't one of Kusich's deputies,
It's
are
an
you?
interesting name.
My captain has loaned me to Sheriff Kusich as additional manpower for the duration of this investigation.
Oh, you mean the business with the missing boy?
That's right.
We're drinking the job? No.
Would Sam care to ask about that? Nah,
Sam
he's
seems pretty business.
yeah, just staying on target.
Mm-hmm.
Notice anything suspicious around the mill?
Tonight?
Tonight? Last few nights? Anything at all?
Oh,
Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
Definitely not multiple missing people.
oh heck, don't take my word for it.
Definitely no like weird monsters that kill for a spider monster or something. I don't know where he would get that idea.
Definitely don't hear screams and generators every night.
I told him the same thing I'm telling you. There's no way that boy could be here, and Merlin and...
I catch them kids breaking in, trying to fix generators. I always have to kick the shit out of the generator to get it back broken, just like it was.
Don't even know why they keep doing it.
That's all the sheriff said? So nobody actually checked the mill?
Surprised, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. No one actually checked the mill.
So what you're telling me is nobody's actually checked the mill.
Sheriff stopped by,
Boy.
looked at the front gate, was like, well,
Does that include Merlin?
it's already been, 9 hours since my shift started.
Investigators only.
In that case, Sam, I find it hard to argue with your assessment.
This dude's
Deep
got
breath.
heavy LA Noir face going
No
on.
objection. Of course, everything...
The best face.
Tonight.
It's not
To be fair, all the supermassive games have always had
Of course.
a terrible case of LA noir face.
I'm just waiting for the doubt live press to pop up.
Gotta hide the booze.
He failed that QT before.
Cedar Lake,
Got walked
Salerman.
in. get our first character. Oh, never mind.
Officer Sam, 1963, landed from the city to the sheriff office of Cedar Creek or Cedar Lake to investigate missing child.
Are you reading this somewhere, or are you just recapping?
Recapping.
Oh wow,
We did talk over a lot of that.
Yeah.
On the way in. All right. There's the walk faster button.
The slight jog button.
Jimmy? Squeeze?
Clamber. Where's my clamber button?
Sidle? It's like my personal Berenstain Bear moment?
Oh yeah.
So Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Iridescent King. She promised to take away my pain. Oh.
Take away my nightmares.
So Wind Waker back on the GameCube. When I played it when I was a kid, I could have swore that it said slide when you were like up against walls and stuff like that. And then years later when I played again,
Got the Wii.
turns out it says sidle, not slide. And I'm chalking that up partly to Merlin. I'm chalking that up partly to like, playing on like old, small, low resolution TVs when I was a kid.
Where you gotta fill in the gaps.
I can
Yeah.
get through there.
And I don't think a kid would know what the word sidle means.
That's just what the man wants you to think, Brandon.
Yellow rags. That means mountable.
Yeah. They couldn't afford paint, so they had to use rags.
The language of game design. Yellow means climb.
Easy does it.
I feel like for a steel mill. Yeah, I feel like for a steel mill, they should also maybe plug up some of these holes. With the steel that's right there.
The extra steel that got lying around.
And I'm assuming if they had the guard up front, that it is currently, in use.
Yeah.
Not like long abandoned.
Like a junkyard or something.
Yeah. But like I could see if they had like a guard up there if they were like in the process of closing down maybe. And like maybe they'd stay there for a while until they boarded everything up or something. Or maybe they are in the process of shutting down. Who knows? I think that there's a lot of material still here if they are.
Inventory if they do. Or if they are, yeah. Need to get rid of some of this shit.
Oh, I thought that was a shiny. Oop. I know there's a lot of like collectibles and stuff to find. I don't remember where any of them are from what I watched before. So we might miss some, and that is perfectly fine.
That cabin looked shiny.
But that's how you get to the next place.
Oh.
Friday the 13th. Afternoon. 2 to 10.
Frank Stone.
There he is.
Roll credits.
No one works the graveyard shift? That seems odd for a plant.
At all, too. Not even just on Friday. You need people at the graveyard shift.
Yeah, I mean, one of the jobs I turned down when I got out of college was an offer to work at a chemical foam car. It was a chemical polyurethane foam producing plant. And they said that I would have to work graveyard shift if I took the position. And I was not interested. Because they said that I'd probably work in that graveyard shift for maybe 2 to 3 years.
That's outrageous.
That's why I didn't take it. Okay. Employee's personal record. Date employed, February 4th. Surname, preferred name.
Yep.
Date of birth, current position, machinist. Address, Cedar Hills. Criminal record, 1 charge, assault, robbery.
Sponsored early release.
Sponsored early release. Blank 5 dreams. Okay, so went to some sort of like rehabilitation center.
Mm-hmm.
And then a doctor to sponsor it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Assault and robbery. So he threatened harm, and then I guess. Well, okay. I'm trying to remember the statute for robbery. I think robbery is.
It's not just taking shit.
I don't remember. If robbery means that you're taking it like directly from someone instead of just like normal theft. I don't remember that.
Oh, like a mugging.
Yeah, like I don't know if robbery within it would include the battery part of assault and battery, because assault would just be the threat of it. Battery would be the contact. Door? Nope. Man, it gets really dark.
Anyone here? It's police.
It's the ambiance. It's gotta be spooky.
Dark equals spooky. Falling debris.
Skipped hoist.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh.
What the hell? Oh, the light blew up.
You know, a little light jump scare to easy win. Hunting for secrets. I'm starting to wonder if I'm gonna find the mini, or if I should just
Scrub
move
the
on.
walls. Scrub and scrape.
I hear something.
Merlin? Better be you.
Wait, can I go up those stairs before I go that way?
Awfully wet sounding in here.
Very moist.
Twice.
Think twice. The best safety measure is a mindful worker. Keep your peers safe.
Keep me safe.
Not exactly that era, but yeah, it works.
It's definitely that feel.
Ugh,
That
smells like death.
30s, 20s feel in the 60s. Smells like death, you say? Is there a crouch button? No. Stiff-kneed Sam can't crouch. I get it.
Sam's like 3 days from retirement. Of course he can't crouch.
Maybe he can't crouch, but he can vault. He's a Dead by Daylight character, after all. I think.
Exactly.
Is Sam a Dead by Daylight character?
No, there is a detective character in Dead by Daylight.
Hey, Mr. Green.
Is Tom?
Oh, yes, sir, of course.
What about Merlin? Surely Merlin is a playable character.
Yeah. They would not get away with having a dog be one of the survivors.
Jesus, you don't smell that?
No, I haven't smelled anything since 65.
Got a little too up close and personal with a can of mustard.
I was about to say, haven't been able to smell ever since the war. But yeah, I guess he did.
Gotta find out where it's coming from.
That's definitely the child. A dead body.
Nothing good.
You don't know that.
No.
Must have faith.
I have faith, all right.
I have faith that it is the child.
There you are, boy.
We wondered where you got to.
I like that we're not perturbed quite yet. I guess.
Come here, boy. Dang.
That's not normal for our dog.
If you two
Dang nabbit.
were acquaintance.
God damn it.
What has he been eating?
Hmm.
Don't touch it with your bare
Just-
hands.
Let me just put my hand in this mass of flesh and bone. I don't know what I'm supposed to
Inspect.
make of this.
Inspect
Trying.
harder, Brandon.
I'm trying. Come on, Sam.
Click it.
I'm trying. Back.
Put this out for him?
No.
I was hoping that he would say something about it.
Your boy's heart. Through his stomach.
It ain't possible. Merlin and me, we're a team. Who'd want to come between a man and his best friend?
The only corpses Merlin eats are the ones I feed him. I mean, no.
Some kind of wiener man?
That's definitely not. This is
Yes.
Yep, it's a person.
That definitely is what it is, Tom. Let me get more light on it.
That damn dog.
Merlin's the killer. Merlin's Frank Stone.
Boy you're looking for?
Pretty big year for... Well, I guess we don't know how old the kid is. A pretty big year. There's no proof.
There's no proof it does.
That came from
Do yourself a
someone.
favor and park that thought. Because all your guesses so far tonight have been way off base.
Yeah, all your multiple guesses, Tom. Like, I don't want to walk in that.
So it came from that can, which means they chummed the body and dumped it in there.
Sidle over there. There we go. Oh, Tom, you just stepped through all the
This is a-
evidence, Tom. Haven't you ever played L.A. Noir, Tom? That counts off on our report card that the chief gives us. Oh right. Okay, so this is like a thing that shows you which of the little like figurine pieces
Collectibles.
you've collected. Yes, this itself is not a collectible. It just tells you which ones you have or don't have.
And
So
we're
if I
not going to
see-
question why it shows up.
Yeah, I think that's just for us, you know. Although they probably should just
The
made that
voice
like
in
a
the
menu
sky.
item.
Yeah.
What's that?
Stay behind me.
Hmm.
Merlin.
Here,
Your
boy.
boy.
Merlin must have
No,
escaped to the
Batman's here.
sewers.
You should know better than
So,
go over that.
What is this thing?
That's how Batman gets you.
Yeah. What is it for?
It's for the furnace, I think.
You don't know for sure?
Yeah, I work at the mill, not in the mill.
I mean, I guess
enough.
if he's just a guard, he probably doesn't really have to know how the mill works.
But that reminds me, if you play the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, there's a part in the game where you get to experience what it's like for the criminals in the Arkham games.
Oh yeah, I remember that sequence.
Because Batman like hunts you down one by one using the same moves.
Huh?
Gotcha.
That's a very small crowbar.
It is.
I don't know if you can hear the. I don't know if you can hear the
Oh, yeah.
sound effects in the game, but
Yeah, that's
although
the
I don't know the
same.
game, I know that those are the sound effects.
Yeah, that's the same skill check sound effect.
Use item. Okay.
Stand back.
Scrape my bite. Why are you using that side? Is this thing heavy? It must be.
Yeah, cast iron covers are, having lifted a lot of those kind of grates, those cast iron covers are pretty heavy, but
Oh,
also
cast
they're
iron.
usually, yeah, they're also usually like very stiff because the hinges would be partly rusted.
Use the radio in my car and call the station.
Maybe not cast iron, but like just, iron or steel.
I think that boy's down there.
They usually make them out of something really heavy so that just, random
It's not a good feeling.
curious people don't just
Wait.
open them on a whim.
Yeah.
But they're not usually locked in any way. If you just have a crowbar or something else to pry it, you can just open them a lot of the times. Or they will be quote-unquote locked, and all you need is just a standard and metric socket set, and you can open a lot of them. I had to carry all that around.
Supportive.
I need your help here, Tom. All your guests have been on the mark tonight.
I need your help here, Tom. I wouldn't ask if I didn't.
I just don't know what
Tom, you can do this.
stuff, buddy.
They don't call it a higher calling for nothing. You gotta rise to meet it.
You look like a religious man, Tom.
Yeah.
I can do this.
All you gotta do is go to the car,
Hey,
call the station.
I'm counting on you,
Yeah.
Tom Hope.
I was gonna say
Thomas Jefferson
Oh.
Holt.
he did survive the trenches, but I was like, well, which war?
That would shake a man.
And yeah, because he mentioned gas, so yeah, he had to be in the trenches. I'd have to brush up on my World War II history. I don't remember if the Pacific campaign had a lot of mustard gas use. I think that was mostly the European theater.
Yeah. Well, then we put our faith in
Ew.
Tom.
This is a gigantic sewer system.
Like the French catacombs.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No, the hat.
I ain't putting that shit on.
But how am I gonna protect my head without my hat, Amir?
Time to get lost. Ooh. Shiny.
Horsey.
A horsey.
I know what it is to believe. Through the forest, the path is clear, and the fire waits for me.
That don't sound like a nursery rhyme.
I think the figurines are supposed to refer to different killers. I think it was said before, like from other playthroughs I've seen.
It's a maze down here.
Interesting. I have to look at them all to get a better idea, but I can't because we found a chess piece and a horse. I can't think of who that would reference.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to help you there.
I got a pretty good idea of most of the killers, even without the DLC ones. The closest for the chess piece or the horse, I would say, would be the knight, but like, he's a recent one.
I mean, I guess it wouldn't it be. Oop, look. No, don't go down the stairs. No. It said, look. Look where? Oh. Furnace access. Never mind. Alright, well. Camp Wrangle is
Oh, it's down
really,
here.
really tied up
Close.
down here.
That's where you came from. Oh, no,
No?
it's not. Never mind.
Different way.
It's got to be it.
See, this is how easy I would get lost.
Huh? Someone is engaged.
Strange rituals. Yeah.
Yeah, as you know, Amir, you know, they teach you the academy, if you see an X drawn on the wall, that either means that pirates have been here or rituals are occurring.
There's no in between.
It's definitely not just a random fucking X on the wall.
Definitely not someone trying to find their way in these maze-like catacombs.
But you're not going to say anything about the
Rituals.
missing fire axe, maybe?
That is missing fire axe.
Or like, I don't know if fire axe makes sense, but like, it's something that was hung up here.
Something that was hung up close
Hello?
enough to be dusty. Oh no. Ribcage.
Wonder how that got there.
Guess it was nothing.
This place turns my stomach.
What are these? Huh. Interesting. I can't tell if those are pipes or cable.
Look like cable.
That'd be my guess, and that's the conduit probably coming up from the wall. Oh, now I can see my uniform's all dirty. Ew.
Busted your ass. Coming
Oh.
down. Hello?
Things just get weirder and weirder down here.
I'm guessing this is a
that's a
killer.
Yeah.
Okay, well... Oh, I can crawl.
Ow.
Goddamn small spaces.
That's what you're worried about? Not the shit on the floor?
I mean, it's not necessarily going to be like, you know, strictly gross, but probably not too clean either. Ooh,
Hello?
shiny.
My God.
A piece of metal with blood on it.
It's like it came off a saw or something.
Yeah, I was about to say it kind of looks like a saw, like a cutting saw
Like a broken
disc.
saw blade.
Yeah, but I didn't see like a break edge because it wasn't a full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Skill check. Why would I need a skill check?
Ooh, nice.
I did it. I didn't die to the steam. Would have known that they would cut off Sam with a steam pipe so early.
Mm-hmm. Get to know that there are skill checks in this game. You gotta keep that Dead by Daylight signature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, funnily enough, one of the people I was watching, Insim, one of his, I think he started his channel with playing Dead by Daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Although by the time I started watching him, he didn't really play anymore, so it was a bit out of the loop, but he remembered a lot of this stuff still.
Yeah.
This is hellish.
Red equals scary.
Burner's still running.
Fuck.
A baby?
Is that the boy?
Shit.
I don't remember Moses being like this.
If it were me, I would have called it a missing baby, not a missing boy. The baby's a
Right,
little bit more
ladder.
descriptive on what you're looking for.
Also, a baby missing for a while is dead.
Next to a furnace, just breathing in that, you know,
Fumes
metric
and
tons, metric tons of carbon monoxide and sulfur. Ramp or ladder? Well, we are in a hurry.
Yeah.
It's him, Franklin
Man.
Boulder.
Bam. Exertion. Runs. Come on, Sam.
Aha. I'll punch him in the metal helmet. I was shining a light at his eyes. I'll get him off.
Come on, Sam, this is your hero moment.
Oh no. I got hooked.
That's a strong hook. Matter. Sam's got a strong shoulder. Oh, he's gonna Wolverine it.
Ouch. Gotta hurry, Sam. Frank is hungry. That baby is so fucking dead.
Yeah.
It is
That means
literally
it's sitting
over
there
the
for how
furnace
long?
already. Just because it's on that walkway, it's still over the furnace.
Yeah, babies aren't that durable.
Hell, even if you stood over that furnace for a few hours, I think you'd be having a rough of it.
Yeah.
Headshot. Well, luckily,
Frank Stone saved the child. "Quote unquote, saved the child."
yeah, the baby stopped crying, you know, after it heard gunshots because it knew that it was safe now.
Oh man.
Tight motherfucker.
Gotta get
And that was the end.
one-liner in.
That was the end of Frank Stone. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Mm-hmm.
And you might think that we're, you know, just passing out due to exhaustion, but it's actually because of the carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide, heat, blood loss.
See, what else would you get from burning at a steel mill? I mean, they're probably
Carbon
burning.
dioxide too.
Oh yeah, tons of it, because they're definitely burning coal. Coal does. Well, I was gonna say coal has a little bit of arsenic, but I think that's just the coal mining can have arsenic.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that was
Hello,
a weird dream. I hope that baby's okay.
It's okay.
Keep having those weird reoccurring dreams where I'm policeman Sam from the 60s.
The drink of water I always prep the night before I go to bed.
Nice room
Then
temperature
I
water.
Yeah, room temperature air water. Oh.
That doesn't seem normal. I don't remember
really
making a
open.
sunroof in my bedroom.
It's a really open design for the house.
Mom. Next to your Apple keyboard.
No, that's a pear.
And the iPair.
It's a UMac.
Huh?
Mummy?
Mama? Mom?
None of this is right.
You sure?
Scritchy
that's not
scratches. It takes extra work too, because you have to take it out of the picture frame to scratch it and then put it back.
Yeah.
Welcome to PT, everyone.
What the?
This is what they decide to do with the game.
there's even more scratches.
That's even more work.
PT segment's done. Red equals scary.
That red means the killer's following you.
Yeah,
Why are
because
the scratches? She's not running.
I'm trying to get her to run. Walk a little bit quicker, Madison.
Madison, you're not in danger enough.
Nice inconspicuous campsite with a TV.
Don't touch that dial. I mean,
I'ma touch
don't
it.
touch it.
I'ma touch it.
Mom?
Mom, it's you, and you have 3 voices. You came back from the dead, and you have tritone.
I'm here.
You've been practicing your singing in the afterworld?
Man, that was a weird dream about Mom being killed by a spider monster after dreaming about being Officer Sam from the 60s.
Mm-hmm. I think someone would have woken her on the plane if she was having that dream. You don't sit still in that kind of dream.
Get her grip.
I like that, you couldn't quite hear him in the background, but the plane captain was like, the temperature for our, place of departure is
13 degrees Celsius.
that's about 55 for you Americans. Which, I mean, if you were flying a transatlantic flight coming from America to the UK, wouldn't you just give it in Fahrenheit? If your passengers are primarily Americans coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess it could be returning UK.
Returning citizens. I need to get
Maddie, just
go outside the country.
stay on the right side of the road. I mean the left. The left side is the right side.
The correct side. Really, Madison? Keep your eyes on the road.
Nah, we don't need it. Is Madison a character, by the way? Stop or drive?
I'm gonna trust the hitchhikers.
I will
He's
stop.
got a crowbar. She's got a crowbar. Oh no, it's Tyra.
Hi. So, you need a lift?
Reynolds got a flat.
Oh, you're American.
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. So,
good talk.
do you mind giving me a lift?
Right.
She didn't pass the vibe check.
You can drop me off at Garrett Manor. It's just a few miles up the road.
Huh, weird. That's actually where I'm going, too.
So it's not out of your way.
Garrett Manor?
Oh, our fates changed.
So we're both going to the same place, huh? What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not all that odd, seeing as, we're already pretty close, and I don't think this road goes anywhere else.
Also, what kind of fucking road is
Did
this?
you say you were going to Garrett Manor for business, or...?
I did not.
Oh.
They make it look like the road eroded away the ground.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Yeah.
It's like
Like
10
carved
feet,
out.
like 10 feet,
That's where I'm from.
up to the
Deep.
tops.
Before that, I was from Amsterdam, Dublin, Milan, Los Angeles, and Oregon. Once upon a time.
That's cool. Hey, my mom's from Oregon. Well, one of them is. I always heard it was really nice. Or
She's got two moms.
shithole, but like a really nice kind of shithole. I mean, I wouldn't know anyway because I've never been. I'm a Big Apple girl, born and raised. Barely even made
Don't sound like it.
I don't know. It looked like you had some pear products in your
Here in
room.
England?
No, Berlin, actually. Oh, I'm Maddie, by the way.
Linda. It's nice to meet you, Maddie.
Yeah, you too. Even if I was worried you might try to clonk me.
No, I still might.
Sorry.
That's why I'm holding tightly onto this crowbar. What do you do for a living?
Okay, so what do you do for a living that takes you all over the place?
I'm a filmmaker. I travel a lot for film shoots and festivals and all the other usual
Linda will remember this.
Oh, wow. I heard that's a real tough kind of job to get.
Easy to get. Hard to keep.
Had to bury a few bodies, huh?
Well,
Who told you that?
I've had to work real hard to get where I am.
I definitely wasn't in the process of doing that when you picked me up.
Myself if I didn't also acknowledge there isn't a certain amount of dumb luck to it.
Come on. You don't just dumb luck your way into a successful film career.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know.
I never would have guessed this is what I'd end up doing.
You'd be surprised at you'd be surprised at what Disney's willing to hire.
Seems like the kind of thing you just end up doing.
What's that? You wrote one mid-episode from a random TV show that very few people watched? You got yourself a
Sure, you can have
$200
a
million
movie.
deal.
Take a look.
Made one musical. How about you write the music for 9 of our movies?
You wrote the story for what most fans of a particular show consider to be the worst episode of the series? You can go ahead and write our multiversal movie. Nice and easy.
All this to feed our bots so that we can make more money.
Hmm.
Gotta
The
wind up
classic-
to have a manor.
This place is definitely a little too,
On the nose?
I was gonna say a little too much like a horror movie.
Exactly.
So, do we just knock or...
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
Ring a ding ding. Yeah, no one's gonna hear a knock in this place. Unless they're sitting at the door.
maybe nobody's
Yeah.
home.
This is definitely when I was told to get here.
You told to arrive at like
Hello?
10
Midnight.
at night.
Home?
It's a good rule of thumb to try every door.
All 2 of them.
Do you see more?
You think?
Well, they're expecting us, aren't they?
No way is it. Do we just
Wait, that's what she meant?
go in?
Why are you asking me?
'Cause you're a grown-up.
So are you, Maddie.
You don't know
Uh-uh.
Then,
that. I'm a child with a drinking permit.
apparently... Why are all the lights off?
Beats me.
Because electricity doesn't grow in trees, Maddie.
Let's take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
It grows underneath them.
I'm gonna spend electricity lighting every room in this giant-ass manor.
We've arrived.
Plus, candles
Augustine
are
Lieber?
creepier. Famous Dead by Daylight character, Augustine.
Mm-hmm. Augustine's my favorite killer to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, nope. It take a long time to turn around once you start going upstairs.
You gotta be careful. You can't just, like, do 360s on stairs.
This seems a
That's how
bit more
you
lively.
break something.
Oop. That's continuing. I do like the later Supermassive games do that, like, arrow icon when it's like a point of no return type door.
Okay. Oh,
That
I
way-
see.
That way you know which
So,
ways will continue the story.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now we'll check upstairs. Mhm.
Sword. 93.
Ooh. It's upside down. That means it's important.
even I could play this.
A survivor's theme. If only I knew more about music.
So D, C, E, B.
D flat.
Oh, wait. Why is it
D
flat? I guess she's covering up maybe the key. I don't see flat symbols on those. Do. I'm guessing that's a theme.
Really?
Oh, it probably is a theme from Dead by Daylight.
Bruno Stanford Esquire.
The
Behind
third.
all good ideas is a plan. Behind all great ones is Stan.
Should have said A Stan.
I think we might not be the only ones here.
Business connoisseur? He's a snob about business? Yuck.
Even
No
businessmen need to be told how to business. Miss Lieber, I am writing to confirm that, as per your instruction, I have asked the staff to leave and vacate the grounds ahead of your visitors arriving. I recall hearing mentioned that your visitors are all collectors with a shared interest to yourself. If this is the case, would it not be preferable, even desirable, to keep one trusted staff member on hand to handle any precious items if acquired or required? I recommend myself for this duty and do not consider it below my station, for I would relish the chance to glimpse and handle your precious items in the private reliquary, should it be needed. I am only a short drive away if called upon, and you needn't concern yourself with discretion. In my 3 years of service as estate manager of Garant Manor, I have proven to be a model of reserve, probity, and reliability. I await response with keen anticipation. Your devoted servant, J.F. Grimes.
Hey,
Grimes wants to steal shit.
figured out why there's no one here.
What? Why?
I really want to see the good shit that I know you're hiding.
Forgot we were coming and
You know, so no one else tries to take it.
Maybe.
Exactly.
You play?
a little.
Correct.
Yep, that's Dead by Daylight theme.
Whoa.
Oh, that's why you pick it up and see it.
Yeah.
So you can know the keys to
You've
use.
seen a real secret passage before?
It's fairly common for old mansions like these to have concealed corridors. to allow the servants to come and go while being seen as little as possible.
You got some of these in your house too, huh?
Secrecy is a privilege of the rich, stolen from the rights of the oppressed.
Okay.
Comrade Linda over here.
This is kind of freaking me out. It's weird, right?
Arriving at an abandoned mansion with no one to greet you? Yeah, it's a little odd.
Oh god. This is when some guy with a chainsaw rushes up from the basement, isn't it?
Sorry, that's a different game.
Speaking of chainsaw,
Is it Bay? It's Bay!
Kid must have had a creepy doll on their Christmas list.
the Huntress.
Mm-hmm. That's my main.
Okay. It brings out to where we were before.
Mm. That was your Dark Souls door.
Pick the ladder, and now we're ready to move on. Another person.
Ah, ladies. Hello, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Didn't exactly get explicit directions as to what to do once I got here, so.
Oh my god, he's got a man bun.
Same.
I am so sorry.
And a turtleneck.
Manners. My name is Stan. And you would be?
Stan.
Maddie.
Of
The one behind every
Bruno,
great plan?
Yeah, Bruno Stanford.
Madison, actually.
Ah. Middle name Lexington?
What?
Midtown. The Big Apple? The city that never sleeps. Home to the most beautiful of women and fiendishly desperate of men.
Madison Avenue. Okay, got it.
A fitting name for such a lovely lady.
Apprehensive.
Stan? As in short for Stanford? I think those are special because we found them.
Contextuals, yeah.
Be short for Stanford, would it?
I see my reputation precedes me.
It shouldn't.
Bruno Stanford.
Plan with the Stan.
That's your beck and call. But only if you call me Stan.
Oh,
Why not Bruno?
Linda Castle. I am such a huge fan of your work. I am
Castle.
lost for words. I am just humbled by your presence.
Okay, sure.
Bruno Stanford III. At your beck and call. Only if you call me Stan.
Linda Castle.
Sure.
Frank Stone.
Truly.
As soon as I heard Linda Castle, my head went Frank Castle. And then I was having to think.
Yeah, it also
where's-
went, yeah.
And I was thinking,
That's why I
like,
was
wait, where do
surprised.
I know the name Frank Castle? I was like, oh yeah, the Punisher.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I was like, wait, Frank Castle is in this game? It's Frank Stone. Who's Frank Castle?
By your incredible body of work.
Be a very different kind of game if it was Frank Castle.
Blood on the brain? Mandatory. Forgotten flesh. I don't even know where to begin.
All right, okay.
Miss Castle, you are the quintessential countercultural cinematic icon of our times.
I appreciate the kind words. I just didn't expect them here.
wow. So you're really the quintessential cult counter culture icon.
Wait, didn't you two come here?
What's that? What's that floating bit there?
No, I.
Never mind.
Yeah, we drove in together, but only the last couple miles.
I had some car trouble.
Maddie, you're in the UK. It's kilometers.
Sorry, I thought that you were
Yeah.
Miss Castle's.
Nope, just me. Wait, should I be flattered or insulted by that?
Oh, well, I didn't mean.
I'm just flattered you think I have an assistant.
I'm sure if you did, she would not be nearly as charming as Miss Avenue.
Your last name is Avenue?
No.
What? Did I miss something?
Only that we are at a loss at what to do.
How did you miss it? You were in the room.
Wherever.
Yeah.
You were standing 3 feet from them.
Keep looking around.
They weren't talking quietly.
Why not at this point?
Yeah, no. She just wasn't paying attention.
Has left something out for us.
What do you do, Stan?
Oh, I won't bore you with all the details.
Gilgamesh. Oh, I remember not reading that.
Fast cars and trading. Well, nothing illegal.
Well, we get to read it now.
Oh.
All of it? Please.
I'm only gonna
5.
read the highlighted. Any thoughts?
Tablet 5. The slaying of Mbaba. Fred Mbaba, guardian of the forest, grind up, kill, pulverize, and destroy him. Before the preeminent god Enlil hears us, and the gods are full of rage at us. Enlil is in Nippur, Shamash is in Supar, erect an eternal monument proclaiming how Gilgamesh killed Mbaba. They tied together a raft. Enkidu steered it, while Gilgamesh held the head of Mbaba. Annotation. Read carefully, Dorman. Study close what Enkidu tells Gilgamesh. He saw beyond Umbaba's pleas for clemency, recognized sparing the demon would undo our hero's righteously won victory, that only a violent demonstration would stir the watching gods. There is no room for mercy in the pursuit of glory. The heavens will not open for a champion that shows restraint.
I've never read the stories of Gilgamesh. Isn't it recognized as like Gilgamesh is regarded as like one of the earliest stories that like mankind has, right?
Yeah, it's from the Fertile Crescent. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Mesopotamia.
Yes, it's from Mesopotamia.
I wonder how many of them there are, and if it's something that I'd be able to finish reading before I turn 100, because I read slow.
Probably. Yeah, because like it's like school reading, so probably. I think we only have a certain amount of them because they were lost.
Okay. Keep in mind when you say school reading here, I've only read I think maybe 4 books in my life.
When I say when I say school reading, I mean it's reading that they assign to students in like high school.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's enough to like.
Keep in mind here, I have about the reading comprehension of a high schooler.
You know what? You probably get through them in maybe like a couple of months.
Movie
Okay.
poster inside a cabinet. Interesting choice.
Murder Mill.
Even if you did like one a day.
Either of you heard of Murder Mill?
Holy shinobi. You're kidding, right?
No.
Cringe.
You'll be the first to die.
Familiar with it?
Wait. This is one of yours?
It's one of the first things I ever worked on. Super low budget. We had no idea what we were doing. Should never have seen the light of day. I still wish it hadn't.
Why?
Well, things tend to get blown out of proportion.
I heard it was only
It's a very strange thing to have in this little cabinet.
Flew into a rabid, murderous rage.
No, come on.
Don't try and deny it. The film is legendary.
I think people were just bored out of their minds.
Look, I'm sure they made you.
I don't know if people being bored out of their minds makes them go into a murderous rage, Linda.
Who?
If that's true.
When they confiscated and destroyed every existing copy of the film,
Oh, give me a break.
I heard they kept at least one, just in case. And the CIA's got this secret lab called Leary's Memorial Institute where they use it for enhanced interrogation.
How do you know all this?
I'm a fan. And it pays to know this kind of stuff.
Where do you think
Murder mill?
Mill?
Like a murder steel mill?
Coincidence?
Is that supposed to happen?
I don't.
The lights turned on. Is that supposed to happen?
Ah, good. I see you three have wasted no time getting acquainted with each other. I'm so very sorry.
And drinking my alcohol.
There are a great many things that require my attention at the moment, and I would hate to have to deprive you of my full attention.
Is that my good scotch?
Together.
Speaking of needing attention,
All dried up, are we? We can't have that. After all, you're far too capable of a negotiator when you're sober.
and twice that when I'm not.
Madison, would you also like a refreshment?
It's just Maddie.
Oh, my mistake, Maddie it is.
Oh, it's fine.
Nonsense. Never be shy about what you call yourself. Your name is who you are. That's important to remember.
And if anyone asks for your name, tell them to fuck off, fairy.
I call myself Augustine Lieber.
Nice to meet you, Augustine Lieber.
It's just Og.
Now that we are properly introduced,
Actually, it's Stein.
offer you a drink.
I'll have whatever Stan's having. It's probably the good shit.
Yeah, we'll take the good shit. Free drinks?
Sure, yeah. I'll just have whatever Stan's having.
Of course. And you?
Unfortunately, he is having pure
I
cyanide.
think you may like it.
Never had a drink in my
He's
life.
practicing his poison resistance.
Starting now.
That looks empty.
Stan, how come you had to ask for a refill if it's right there?
I hope
Yeah.
despite
Assumingly, you opened it.
Isn't it?
I suppose it is.
She didn't fill it.
I'll show you mine. Do show me yours.
Aren't we a bit eager? Manners, Mr. Stamford. Not all of us are caught up yet.
Ah, yeah, sorry. We're here to smoke.
Thanks.
Slow down.
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
This
No,
shit's
it's scotch.
awful.
Brass tacks, Augustine. I did not come all this way just for drinks.
What's in there?
Look, I don't know what you two have come to sell her, but I just happen to have one of the most sought-after pieces of rare cinematic ephemera to ever hit the market.
Sorry.
Well, that right there is the only surviving segment of film from the original camera shot celluloid of one Murder Mill. The earliest known work of a certain noted auteur.
Just so happened to be that movie poster we just saw.
Should be worth a small fortune.
So I'm told.
But luckily,
carry
there's
that around
only
with
one
you?
of them.
Damn it. There goes its one-of-a-kind value.
Not quite.
I never knew what it was from.
Oh.
You told me
So that's
I
why
had to
they're all
bring
here.
it to you in person if I wanted to make it.
I will keep the promises I made to you. All of you.
What if I don't want to sell?
Then why did you take it out and put it in the bowl?
Yeah.
40 years of pain. Why would you choose to live with more?
It's an interesting
I have to
watch.
apologize again, but there are urgent matters I must attend to in my private reliquary. You're welcome to continue
Reliquary?
yourselves at home until I return.
I heard it's quite sought after by your servants.
Discussing all
Yeah.
Due course, Miss Parcel.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish drinking your good scotch.
We
I need to drink some of my scotch and brandies that I have.
entity's force, its power.
They're just literally sitting
get
there
some more.
collecting. They're collecting dust,
until Sam
specifically
petty act of bravado
drywall dust, just sitting on my liquor cabinet.
ritual disrupted. My key mangled. Yet Frank Stone didn't die that night. His essence was seared into the very foundations of the mill. An endless, agonized nightmare. I had to find the right means to awaken him.
So I wonder what happens if you miss the shot.
The baby takes out a gun.
You just don't get it, do you? You think we're weak? That we're nothing? You make me sick.
I like this music.
You bastards will just never understand. You can tie us up. You can torture us. You can put us through every hellish trial your sick imaginations can come up with. that you'll never defeat our spirit.
I freed one hand. That means I've won.
No. My sister? Oh, God. All I have to do is betray my own sister, and you will let me go free to fight another day.
Whatever will we do, Mir?
Damn you! God damn you for forcing me to make this impossible choice!
She's right. This is trash. I'd rather die.
But what is more dramatic? I'd rather die or take her. I'd rather die. More dramatic.
Yeah.
You fail to see what truly makes us human. I'd rather die 1,000 miserable deaths than betray someone I love. My answer is no. And there is nothing you can do to change my mind. All right, you alien scum. Do your worst.
Aliens?
Take it.
Murder Mill doesn't really like give the idea that there's aliens. You know?
What are you doing?
Jamie. Or
Wait,
sorry, Jaime.
he cut his arm off.
Jaime, you left your arm behind there. Oh no.
And cut.
How's that?
That was amazing.
Really? It wasn't like too much?
No way.
Because I felt like maybe I oversold it a little.
You gotta play to the
Yeah.
proceeds, Jaime. That's where the money is.
Rad.
How do we do, Linda? Was that a good one?
Linda?
Let me check the gate.
You can check the gate on these little Super 8s?
No, actually, the lens doesn't come off, so.
Somebody just wanted to show off all the fancy new craft they learned from the film production books in the library.
I'm just trying to take the craft seriously.
The craft! Jeez Louise.
This is back in the
Are we good or
70s?
Yeah,
80s,
I
maybe?
mean, it looked great.
Yeah, Super 8. I don't remember when Super 8 was
Well,
semi-common for consumer cameras.
The
I mean, the gear is definitely like older. I'd probably
it's
guess.
really all about how Jaime sells it.
I'd probably guess 80s.
I did really sell it.
Yeah, but did you get any of it in frame?
No.
You kind of see it splash up in Jaime's face a little.
Linda! I told you I wanted a wide close-up that shows off our super cool bloody arm gag and Jaime's face acting, not just an extreme shot of Jaime's face acting.
I was in the moment. I have to be allowed to express my artistic instincts with the camera, too. And there's no such thing as a wide close-up.
Or an extreme shot.
Or face acting. It's just acting.
Does anyone even care that I'm the director?
Linda, you gotta respect the director. Or, Chris, I trust Linda's judgment.
Well, Linda went on to make more movies, so I trust her judgment.
Yeah. Where are you in the future, Chris? With knowledge that we don't have yet.
Of course. Chris, you're the director. But like...
But Linda's going places. I can feel it.
And I trust Linda's judgment on the camera stuff, you know?
Let's just shoot both versions and then we can see which way works better in the edit. And it'll be my way. Because I'm the director.
But are you the editor?
Still, let me clean you off.
We'll get it on this one.
If we don't,
Damn, that's an efficient rack.
my trailer after
It's so absorbent it can absorb blood from the other side of your face.
spearmint cough syrup.
Yeah, all my gagging was kind of real.
Worth it.
You guys want me to leave?
All right. On your feet, people. Everybody back to 1. We're going again. We are going again. Okay, sound speeds.
Camera speeds.
All right, everybody settle. And hold. And hold.
Action.
And action.
Jump scare.
Fuck, no!
Oh, dude.
Why did you drop the camera though?
What do you think you're doing in here?
Oh, hi, Mr. Green.
Sheriff.
Sheriff Green.
Right. Sorry.
How many times have I told you to stay away from this place?
We were just in the middle of a take.
A take.
For our film production.
Take? As in steal? Stealing things?
Where the big climax happens.
This is a condemned steel mill, Mr. Rivera. And you are trespassing.
Well, at least we know
Unless you want to spend
that Sam survived.
I suggest you,
But did the boy?
Miss Castle, and Miss
Dixie. Ms. Tammy D. Dixie.
Miss Gordon.
Tammy?
Miss Christine Gordon. I suggest you immediately vacate the premises.
I know that smile anywhere.
No circumstances set 1 foot back here in the Cedar Still Mill. Ever.
Jaime, if we don't get our last few shots, we're real sorry.
We're really sorry. Jaime looks like a good kid.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, also the camera's already broke, so like you can't shoot anymore anyways.
Whoa. Jaime, we've got a movie to finish.
If you're a broken camera.
We have to do what the sheriff says. He's the sheriff.
I don't care who he is.
And we're very happy to do whatever the sheriff asks.
Because he's the sheriff.
Don't forget to clean up.
What are we supposed to do with a busted camera? I guess that's it then. Are we going temperamental or Eeyore? What are we doing?
Temperamental's more interesting, I know.
Well, yeah, we'll do that.
What are we supposed to do with a busted up camera?
You get it fixed. Finish your movie. Anywhere else but here.
But Sheriff, it's called Murder Mill, not Murder Anywhere Else.
What the hell crawled up his ass?
No, he's not so bad. Usually.
We're not gonna do what he says, right? Really?
We can figure out how to finish the movie when we get back to the garage.
You can just do what every other filmmaker did in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Go out into the desert of Los Angeles / Nevada and just film your movie there and call it any place.
Yeah.
Welcome to Antarctica. Ignore the cactuses. Or I forgot like a selection of like kind of war movie, like medieval war movies where they're in like a deserty area, but it's supposed to be like some European country that's mostly green.
Yes, sir.
It's because they needed a large place to film where they could ride horses. And they're like, well, we could pay for an expensive ranch to ride our horses, or we can go out into the desert where we don't have to pay.
Keep him hooked. Where's Merlin? Is he okay? Curiosity on Main Street.
Thomas Jefferson. Vans are cool.
And says 80s, like a busted up van.
An utter disaster.
Don't be so dramatic.
It's not like we've got a real deadline.
Ugh, who needs a real deadline when every wasted second brings you closer and closer to your ultimate cosmic eternal deadline?
Gothic.
Oh, cool off. Grunge hasn't been invented yet.
Hey, what are these?
Oh, I got those for us all to wear when we shoot. Surprise.
Wait, you guys are both acting. So, it'll just be me?
So you'll be like our ambassador.
Yeah, not a chance.
Whoa, don't open that up. I still haven't taken the film out yet.
I thought it was broken.
Well, yeah, the lens is cracked, but the footage is still good. Unless, you open it.
Whatever.
We got some good stuff today. Glass half full.
Dude, just let me be upset.
No, stop being upset. Be happy.
Sheriff Green have anything better to do with his time? Like, go after actual criminals and shit?
Cedar Hills.
You mean like trespassers?
Hotbed of
That's not entirely true. There was that whole serial killer thing.
Hold up, what now? When was this?
I was just a baby. I don't really know anything about it.
A baby in a steel mill?
Just a baby.
You still don't know anything.
Now, be a good little baby and tell me all about this whole serial killer business.
I know some stuff.
Spill it, lady.
For starters, I think that's why Sheriff Green doesn't want us to go in the steel mill.
Oh, yeah, that's where it all went down.
So you do know stuff. And you held back, you...
Of course I do. I was there.
Like this?
Hell yeah, I would. Linda, tell me about the steel mill killer.
Well, that's where it all ended. But before that, there was a whole string of disappearances. Kidnappings, really. Murders.
So what was this guy's name? Maybe we should write him into the movie.
Oh, I don't know if we...
What was his name?
So, Frank Stone was
Joe
actually
Rock?
killing people in the steel mill? Like, our steel
Steve
mill?
Boulder?
We were just shooting like an hour ago?
That's the theory.
Frank was working at the mill, but I think it was on its last legs by then. Probably not a lot of people around. They shut it down right after.
Joseph Sediment? Who are the victims? What do you think he was up to?
Questions.
More questions. Seeker of knowledge over here.
Just people. Some from the town. Some were never identified.
The killings.
That was one of them.
There was no pattern.
Like, how many are we talking?
No one knows for sure.
Because they never found the bodies.
They found...
He was feeding them to the dog.
The dog was the accomplice.
You
Do you know what this means? Why withhold all... I mean, why withhold all this now? Like, well, when would this ever come up, though?
Yeah, exactly. She wouldn't have a reason to, and if it's an urban myth, everyone would expect it to know.
Yeah, just Amir, how come you didn't tell me about your hometown's famous serial killer until now? You should have told me that the first day we met.
Yes. Hi, my name's Amir. My hometown had a famous serial killer.
To be fair, though, that is like an interesting
Need a new location.
conversation starter, I suppose.
We already have the best location.
How do you...
Think about it. Our movie shot in a real-life murder mill? You can't buy that kind of publicity, Buster.
Oh.
People are actually going to want to see this thing. We're going to be, like, totally famous.
Okay, sure. We might get some butts in seats, but like, what if they don't like what they see?
Then we just got to make sure these last couple of scenes are going to blow the top of their heads off. Fuck!
Metaphorically.
Camera
Maybe.
is fucking broken!
Hey, why don't we just take the camera to the drugstore and see if we can get it fixed?
So,
The drugstore.
the thing is, I
And, you know,
kinda spent
your
the
local
rest of the budget
CVS.
on the t-shirts.
They give you milk,
Unless
fill
you know
prescriptions,
if
and
anybody's
fix
looking to get
cameras.
into film finance, we're kind of shit out of luck.
No me puedes castigar, papá. No tengo 16 años y ya no vivo en esta casa.
Casa means house.
What?
You want a piece of me too?
That's about the only part I could pick up.
Yeah.
Jovial. It just tone shifted immediately. Howdy.
Howdy, partner. How's lap on the range?
Did he hit his head or something? The hell's wrong with you?
Nothing. Sorry.
Ugh, why is Dad such a demanding asshole? I came home to help, not do everything. I mean, I'm not a maid. Do I look like a fucking maid? You better not say I look like a fucking maid.
He's just worried about...
Definitely.
More like he's worried that as soon as she croaks, I'm out of here. And then he'll have to be his own fucking maid for once in his life.
But Mom's gonna get better.
Yeah, Mom's gonna get better, right?
Yeah, but Mom's gonna get better soon, so it's not gonna matter.
Right. Yeah. Of course you're right. Sorry, I guess I just needed to blow off some steam.
I get it.
The last thing Mom needs is for us to be screaming at each other.
It's true. Yeah, and you've been doing an incredible job. I mean it. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Uh-oh.
What?
Linda, where's the Jaime bell?
Ring, ring.
What's the Jaime bell?
My darling brother has the tendency to lay it on a little thick whenever he's about to ask for a favor.
No,
I just need a little bit of cash.
Okay.
About tree fitty.
We're making this movie, and we're so close to finishing, but we just need a little extra bit of money.
Of course you do. What else is new?
What Jaime's trying to say is our camera got busted today, and we need a few bucks to get it fixed.
Ouch. How much do you need?
$10? $20.
Nervous. He looks nervous.
20. What would 20 be? This time.
$20 would probably cover it.
$20. That ain't pocket change.
That's how much camera repairs cost these days.
Seriously?
We're trying to make this thing good, and
Actually, it's double confusing because, like, I wonder how much $20 would be at this time period. But also,
you guys really
would that equivalent actually fix a camera nowadays too?
All right, I'm in.
It would be a lot more for a camera nowadays.
That's what I'm thinking. Especially like lenses are well, a lot of lenses are immensely expensive as compared to the camera nowadays.
The deal, take it or leave it.
But for one of those, I think.
All right, it's a deal.
I think that sounds about right.
Try not to waste it.
Don't worry, we'll put it to good use.
At the drugstore. Our local CVS.
Yeah. Gonna buy camera parts and cocaine.
Fine, it's just... what is in that fake blood?
I think it's just mint-flavored real blood.
Oh.
What?
I did say to avoid any prolonged skin contact. You washed it all off, like, right away, right?
You don't think it's, like, actually poisonous, do you?
It's fine, Jaime. We knew about radioactivity and toxic stuff by now, right? He just looks at her and goes like, what?
There's enough time to fix the camera before they close tonight.
I'm not sure the drugstore clerk will even know how to fix it.
Hey, think positive.
Yeah, why the drugstore?
We can take it.
What?
What about there?
I thought that place was condemned.
Guess they got a new tenant.
Do curiosity shops even repair cameras?
There was a place like that near my grandfather's house. The owner used to tinker with all sorts of old junk. You never know.
I suppose you'd have more chances that maybe they have a hobby of fixing cameras, or they might just have another one.
Your call, Chris.
How about, this is a wild thought, the store you bought the camera from?
No, impossible.
Curiosity
So where to?
shop, let's move this plot forward.
Yeah, the pawn shop or Walgreens.
I certainly am curious regarding said shop, eh?
Yes, I get it.
Ooh.
Lead the way.
First. Oh, hey, the MasterCard sign.
Man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this place looks like it's been here forever.
And a half.
Definitely not cursed.
You should write it in.
Don't tempt.
Why does it look like it's a building out of the Old West?
The owner's deranged serial killer who collects wayward teenagers and turns them into antiques.
And we hit the jackpot. Check out the wares.
As long as one of the previous teenagers was a filmmaking crew, we're in luck.
Better days.
They're not gonna put the best ones in the window. I gotta look inside.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because that's easy access to getting stolen.
Too bad. So much for that.
We do have to put something out in the window to entice people to come in, though.
Hello.
Hello?
We saw the cameras. We're trying to find a replacement for this.
Of course you are. Please. Come on inside.
Thank you, strange lady.
Oh, so are you the store owner? No, the door was just open.
Now, let me see. I think I have something that may interest you if I can find it out back. Please make yourselves at home.
Okay.
And be sure to have a look around. You never know what treasures you might find.
She's definitely giving vibes from that like old lady from
at home?
the last one we did.
I don't know.
Oh,
The quarry. Terror lady.
Failed capitalist state kind of way.
Let's see.
yeah. What was her name?
Touch this mask.
Oh, cute bunny.
How do you wear this?
Oh my god, they have her humming.
Oh, in the background, you mean?
Yeah, well, you picked it up. They had her humming.
Ah. I mean, we could talk to Linda, or
Let's say
we can talk to Jaime.
Let's find a camera for us back there. What's the next move?
Because I just kind of shimmy around here.
Well, except the mill. Sheriff Green's gonna have his eyes glued to the front gates. No way we can get back in again.
There's gotta be another way into the mill. We have to finish. We have to.
Everyone knows that the mill is impenetrable, apparently.
Mm-hmm. There's no other way.
It's surrounded by a 50-foot wall, all except for the front gate, which was guarded by a dog.
The dog that's definitely still there.
Exactly.
Oh, the crows.
Bird. Oh, I cut away before they said something.
Employees only.
But why put the door there if you can't open it? Tease me like that.
Oh, wow.
Smile.
It was very like jump scare oriented.
Yeah, it felt like I was like wanting like a little sound. Oh, hey.
That's the Wraith's weapon.
It looks painful.
Interesting weapon.
Pretty sure it's the Wraith weapon. Bing bong.
A new piece or
collectibles
just
thingy?
our... Nope, just the existing pieces. It's over here. Oh,
Stuff back
there, look at
there. Too hot for YouTube.
that. Another TV.
Don't touch that dial.
Who would want to watch this creep fest?
Nothing creepier than a hallway.
I don't know. The Shining made hallways pretty scary back then.
Fair enough.
But is something gonna happen, or...
Doubt it. Just gonna leave it on? Okay. There's some on the other side.
It's a copy of Murder Mill.
How do you have this? You're not gonna take it as the film buffs?
Nope.
Another killer.
The Trapper.
Cuddling up to that at night.
Well, how to explore around here. Hello, Linda.
She comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm getting like so bummed out.
Ring ding. I'm just playing with you.
A very fine item indeed. Yes.
$20. Perfect.
May I? I insist. It's pretty old. Possible we could make it work, but
It looks more or less the same as your.
Right now?
we had in
I
mind.
was gonna say it looks more or less the same as your other camera. To be honest.
Are you asking for it? Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look?
Oh, it says free. It actually says that you pay us $20. Reasonable? Or
I'd say that's reasonable.
Yeah,
It's an
sure.
antique.
Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
Thank you very much.
$1.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
Why is everyone so
I mean,
awkward?
why were you? Yeah, why were you so awkward about that? Oh, did she take the old one?
Hey, why do you leave the old one?
Did you get the film out of it?
Hope so. But also, like,
Wait, guys. Oh,
Why did she take the old one?
I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
Oh, do you want me to?
Hold this.
are the lenses replaceable, you think, on them?
Wait, Chris, we just.
Potentially, you could just keep it to fix it later.
Emergency sock quarter?
I don't know if the lenses are replaceable. If it was, wouldn't they have just bought a lens?
Really? Must be a slow news day.
Did a lost movie by Joe Blue.
There are those films that have been lost over time, which in their absence have developed an aura of mystery. These lost movies have fascinated film historians and conspiracy theorists alike, not because they wish to marvel at the performances of the actors or craft of the director, but because they believe through whatever remnants of footage they can cobble together, they may gain a glimpse into a darker reality realized only by the camera. And karate lessons. Most associated with the production have distanced themselves from the rumors around Dean's disappearance. The most persistent of which is that in the surviving footage of any scene involving Dean, one never fails to observe a strange rolling fog in the desert background. Perhaps there really was something lurking in the desert, waiting for its moment to come forth and claim the film's star for its own twisted machinations.
Like, ow, fuck, I bit my tongue. Like James Dean? Go back to the... Oh,
Andy Dean.
Okay.
Caged lips. Recurring disappearing movies, you say? Well, good thing our Murder Mill will definitely not become one of those.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be one of the greats. Our magnum opus.
They'll live up there with the other greats like Ben-Hur and Gone with the Wind and Casablanca and whatever other big movies were out at this time.
I could so find a place for these in Murder Mill. If we had any cash to spare, which we absolutely do not.
Okay, so this is why you would haggle.
We should have talked her down to 10. No. Haha. Let me just steal this from Walgreens.
Waterlogged
4
shoe?
names,
That's
4
a crock?
trials. She tells me not to rush. Is it a croc or is it like a... I guess it did say waterlogged shoes.
Sandal of some sort.
You've got the shine, King. I was gonna...
It's like car shit.
Yeah, I was looking, I was like, that's a interesting cereal. And then I see like all the cleaners, I'm like, oh, that's not cereal.
Milk for $0.25.
Back when milk was only $0.25. The large dairy.
Another missing kid.
Missing Betty Baker. Missing 24048. What the fuck? Oh. April 24th.
Hey, wait a minute.
Garfield.
This isn't an American milk. Ooh, that's not American milk. It's a European import.
I 46 weight 65 pounds who identifies with these, please call Cedar Hills. Yada yada yada.
Now this is really rare, expensive milk they imported from the UK.
Yeah. Who made this?
They're refrigerated boats.
Beer trap? Oh hell yeah! Oh no!
I'm gonna use up that quarter. Who needs milk when I have Space Invaders?
Oh, it's using the Dead by Daylight theme too. Last line is hard to get to.
I feel like these blocking things are more of a hindrance than they're helping me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There we go. How come sometimes it won't let me shoot?
You ran out of ammo. What do you think? It's infinite?
Come on. Yes. Okay. Well, that was a fun game. I don't want to play anymore. Ding ding.
Oh, that is still going. Ring a ding ding.
Hey, Chris.
Robert! Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
Oh, you know, CBS does a little bit of everything.
Don't think I ever
Milk,
saw you come in.
firecrackers, milkshakes, camera equipment, library.
Mm-hmm.
So, Linda.
Busted.
You can always come in yourself, you know. Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm. I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
Also, I'm pretty sure libraries have movies.
So we're about to close on.
Lies. They only have books.
Oh, right. Yeah. Ring me up.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
See, we had 2 sock quarters.
Yeah, you sure don't see coin like this working in the library.
A whole quarter.
Actually, you don't see any coin. It's volunteer hours.
Not so bad if you like to read, I guess.
True. We've got a rad horror section, too.
Didn't know you were a horror guy. Just books?
Movies, comics too. Whatever.
Horror. Chris, you're supposed to be American.
Jaime and Linda and I are all making
Horror.
First the milk and now horror films.
if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But
Does my dad know you're going into the mill? He watches that place like a hawk.
Oh, this is the sheriff's kid.
Run in with him today, but we're gonna sneak back in to shoot the rest.
Yeah. Don't tell your dad. We are sneaking back into the mill today.
Involved in what?
Hey, Dad. Yeah, Chris was just telling me about a
We're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
He did not look impressed.
Okay. You need a ride home?
Oh yeah. Let me just get my bag.
You pay for that milk?
Nice milk you got there.
Chris, I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before. I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
They told me about Frank Stone. We're still gonna finish our movie.
I hate both of these options.
She was curious about Frank Stone. I feel like that one might lead to more answers, maybe.
Yeah.
And if we just tell him we're still gonna finish that movie, that's definitely gonna let him know that we're just gonna sneak back in.
Yeah.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be alive.
Why did you say that name?
Like that.
You talking about Frank?
In my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
I like his Where's Waldo shirt.
Is he carrying around his shotgun?
I can get you back into the mill without him knowing. Just say the
Just in case he ever sees Frank again.
I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted.
Immortal Augustine, apparently.
In me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward. And now, a new guise, a new time.
Old Lady Augustine.
Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me. They couldn't know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill.
Little did they know they were about to become world star.
Wouldn't suffer for their art.
So she got like Phoenix powers. She get younger every couple of decades or so.
Old Betty
24.
Button. Yeah, modern time.
Damn it! I had that same nightmare.
I was Sheriff Green again, years later. Sorry, Linda, you're reminiscing about your earlier days was, I guess, just so enthralling that I fell asleep during it.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, we found the camera.
Bad dream? Are you okay?
Liz doesn't seem like a compassionate person.
Yeah, I would say not cruel, but maybe distant.
Mm-hmm.
Bad dream?
Ugh. How long was I out?
days.
Remember falling asleep.
We've been stuck in this room for days.
20 minutes?
We're almost out of liquor.
Seems like it was a pretty intense dream.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm used to it. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She went to her reliquary.
She had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now
That's what I call it too.
Can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room? 1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie.
Oh.
You were all playing it close to the vest before. Huh.
Nerd.
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it.
That's a poll from Manamadan that I would love to have just on demand.
Back about our films.
Conrad points at Brad and goes, nerd.
Definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our...
I guess maybe the idea is that they have like parts of the film, but not the whole film, maybe?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
Why wouldn't Linda have the completed film, given that she made it?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really...
I'm putting pieces together.
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
If you're a collector,
First rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent.
go to
While
it.
we're talking about this, she's setting up a ritual circle in her reliquary.
House of curiosities.
You go to stamp collector. You know, I would really like to know your motive for why you want my stamps.
Want to keep sitting around? Or...
I'm a stamp collector.
I'm a stamp collector, and I'm a stamp collector.
What are you waiting for? I'm good here. I'll be honest, I didn't actually catch what he said.
Gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. You two ladies, I'm itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Oh, asking if we want to explore? Yes.
Yeah.
Secrets.
What are you waiting for?
Now this is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean?
Yes, yell while we're sneaking around.
But not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark.
I mean, you saw the fucking mansion as you drove up to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she had cash, not this kind of cash. What kind of cash did you think she had? She lives in a mansion.
She lives in a castle.
Could be mutually beneficial.
Tell me about Augustine. How do you know about Murder Mill?
He told us how he knows about Murder Mill.
True. What do you
He's
know about
a fucking
Augustine?
film nerd.
Okay. Then tell me everything you know about Augustine.
Augustine Lieber, elite collector of obscure cultural artifacts. She pretends to be all business, but plays the long game with her cards close to the vest. She's hard to pin down.
And?
Never
He's very good at wrestling.
Kept my eye on things. Observations, behavior.
Slippery.
I've been building a profile.
Which is?
Lieber is no
A
ordinary
packet of papers.
She likes dark stuff. Really dark
A dossier, if you would.
Just like
Very impressive.
Okay, now it's your turn.
My turn for what?
Spill the beans.
Now you go.
I think you pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I know about Augustine. Nothing. Moving on.
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
This room.
But the night's young.
Not as young as you think.
You've been searching for 5 minutes, Amir. Tell me, what have you found?
Floor of the atrium.
Can't deny this place would make an incredible film location.
A very charming man.
Your outfit, by the way.
Well, thanks. It's Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian.
Now that was a curious sound.
I got a cheek from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy. So
I know a guy. An Italian guy.
I'm tailored just right by the other guy I know who also got me the blazer, which is like a super limited VIP club edition. But you want to know a secret?
Sure.
Secret time.
Turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
Telling everyone.
Oh.
Looks like practically every room in the house.
It does? Oh, the cameras. Okay.
Where's our host?
With the size of the house, I would not call this every room in the house.
Yeah, I'd say this goes a little beyond your typical security.
What do you mean?
I get the sense our host just has a lot of valuable property and likes to be keenly aware of it.
Especially considering one of the rooms is darked out.
Oh.
That seems... Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's the Death Star plans.
We gotta get this to Princess Leia.
Tuner. Catalog? Is that a G or a Q? Maybe. I don't know. Stabilizers. Vent override. Regulator.
What is this thing?
Prior to access attempt. Insulator or regulator, blah blah blah. Okay. Don't know. Augustine has interests
Temporal
in...
machinery? Are you kidding me? It's a time machine?
The fuck is temporal machinery? I like how Linda looks at this and just goes to herself, yes, temporal machinery.
I've seen this before. You have. 7 times, in fact.
If I had a nickel for every time I discovered temporal machinery, I'd have 1 nickel.
Which is weird. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened at least once.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
I just realized something.
Before all this goes any further,
That fucking thing was about temporal machinery.
know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Well, it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or...
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
Yeah, it... How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
Oh no.
That Bonnie had passed.
Jaime, that's not good news.
It isn't.
He doesn't seem like the type that's not going to visit his niece.
I know. He seems like the type is going to spoil his niece.
Right. Touching.
Right here.
Keeping it real. What about you, Stan? I'm sorry I had to go through that. Stan. I want to answer, Stan. Where did the film come from?
And what about you, Stan? Where'd you get your piece of the film?
Well, now that is a very.
And it feels alienated from you.
God damn it.
And an expensive one, too.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Be a terrible shame if took a tumble down the stairs, Stan.
Yeah, you fell over this railing right here.
Cool statue.
Oh, hey.
Missing a piece, though.
That's the hillbilly.
How do we know if it's missing a piece, though?
Look at his hand. Looks like
I
he's
mean-
supposed to be holding something.
I mean, it could just be a fist.
Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
You know, Amir, if you invited me over to your house and you had like oil paintings of you multiple times in different time periods, I don't know how I'd respond to that.
This is my great-great-grandfather. This is my great-great-great-great-grandfather. Why do they all look like you? That's a good question. Anyway.
Here's just a random painting of, you know, someone from like 500 years ago. Don't mind that they look like me.
Exactly like me. Not even a family resemblance.
What a piece.
Strong genes. That's all we had to say about that.
It's a metal door.
Beautiful.
And what would you do if it was you here instead of me? No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way out.
Maddie?
Hello?
Psh, not
Maddie?
in a million years. No way.
Oh, that's progress.
Doing pretty good.
So far.
Looks like it
Locked.
opened the key.
Escape.
Before we... Oh, that's locked.
Has
Never mind.
a unique collection. I've never seen anything like this stuff. I should check on Maddie. Can't be easy meeting someone from her mom's past.
Like that you... I feel like that should have been... I feel like that should have been an internal thought. Which,
yeah.
if I had the camera turn like... You know, if I had the camera turn like this... Plus also
You
it
would
sounded
not know.
different. Because it also sounded different. Because I was like, you know... It was going from
Yeah,
like...
it sounded
you know,
like an internal thought.
that was a really interesting collection. I should check on Maddie. You know, we saw her mouth move, so she said that.
Yeah, it sounded like it was in her head.
Yeah.
And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
We could all hear you, Maddie.
I was talking to my mom. To Bonnie. I've just felt so, like, empty since she died. Like I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare and I just can't seem to wake up.
It never gets easy.
Now that I'm thinking on it, how come in her
But it does
dream she only had one of her mothers in the picture?
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm going crazy.
Yeah, that is a good point.
She really is out there, guiding me, trying to tell me something. That's why I came here. It felt like that's what she wanted me to do. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh.
Well, one day she lent me $20.
She was the most intimidating girl I've ever met.
She was a goth in the 80s, and that tells you something.
She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Hmm.
Nostalgic.
Yeah. Back to the good old days, Linda.
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago.
It was the first body I ever buried,
Making
along with Bonnie.
Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but
You're a little close, cameraman.
clear as a bell.
And count the
That
and count the
Oh my
cells
God.
in the eyes.
On our way home
Yeah.
from picking up a new camera. We were driving past the Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves.
Where's it plugged in?
The only thing that mattered was that moment.
Yeah, is there an amp?
Nothing else.
The cable just goes under the couch.
That was your mom.
Alright.
Thanks.
Rock music of some sort.
Hey guys. Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There!
Oh my god, there's someone out.
It's Frank Stone. Huh? Augustine expected something like this?
Sure. She did?
She did? Why she send everyone away?
Feeling Augustine expected something like this might happen. She's got this place
Why?
wired with enough cameras she could catch a mouse.
Oh.
Good security probably
cameras.
means we're pretty safe.
But I'm assuming she didn't set those up just now for tonight.
So, do you think we should find out?
Why does she not appreciate the suspicions?
Even if you wanted to tell her.
I don't know.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place for artifacts, right?
It's for relics.
Facts all over the place.
Right. So,
This whole place is an artifact.
It's all mansion belongs in a museum.
like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
The question is, how is she in there if the door is locked?
And mysterious man.
Meanwhile, in the past.
Back in the 80s.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. Van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
What? Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Gotta keep it down, right on time.
He is pretty agitated right now.
I suppose, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you gotta keep it down. I know my sister was just playing super loud music before we came here, but gotta keep it down.
Yeah, open the garage door quieter.
Ready to start this production meeting? We got a heck of a night ahead of us.
That's about as quiet as it get too, because it's not using the lift; it's just opening.
That's what I want to hear.
God.
Guys, I gotta
Gross.
tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No.
Did you know that the library has books?
I spent like all day looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
And yes, I had some help from my assistant.
I aim to please.
Oh, that reminds me. Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow. This is
Crew.
amazing. I'm honored.
You want to wear the stripes? You got to earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Ancillary producer?
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
You hear me? You've been demoted.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah. And Sheriff Cushik took all the credit. People around here knew what was up, but
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Stone's victims were real people.
Yeah. We can't gloss over that.
Real people. This was a real person.
Yeah? So?
I don't know. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to look at their picture.
We're not gonna exploit Stone's victims. I'm just trying to maximize the
Mark that down,
potential of our
Amir.
main location. That's how you make a good
That's a secret
Write that
magical
down, write
tool.
that down.
That's a secret magical tool that we'll use later. You're right. You're missing the point.
I do feel like she's missing the point. Does Jaime feel like she's missing the point? Jaime's a teenager. He doesn't care.
You're right.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We've only got one shot at this.
Yeah. So let's not fuck it up.
We can't miss our chance to blow.
Mm-hmm.
This opportunity.
Can we help?
Nah, Robert and I'll go through and see if there's any other good places in the mill to shoot. Then we'll head out.
Look around. Got
Cassette.
Tom Holt.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson Holt?
It's the guy. The god.
Here.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
Oh, okay.
For anything
It's gonna moonwalk real quick.
locations in the mill that could be associated with
The mill's a pretty huge place.
That's why I'm sure there's gotta be something we haven't found yet.
No one was sad to see it go.
Definitely closed. Oh god. It's
Uh,
the industrial heartbeat of our town. Permanently closed. Founded during wartime. Lexi was honored. His daughter Morgan.
Look at this. Mill
Closed
projections.
mill permanently had taken out of respect for memories of those murdered.
No, but it goes into the mindset of the workers.
I guess this is a photocopy, so there's not gonna be stuff on the back.
At the mill.
Yeah.
Not at the mill, but like people who work.
Secrets of Killer Stone come to light.
This was a year or two before the
Here to
murder.
go try to make sense of recent events.
Sounds like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple artists.
36-year-old
machinist.
machinist.
The mill was in serious decline.
But if it doesn't mention Frank,
I don't know. It's all
Loner creep and oddball, no shocking or growing rumors that Stone was taken on by Cedar Mill and its owners,
something.
despite prior record for violence.
It's just a hunch.
I wonder if Linda's okay with all this Frank Stone stuff.
Okay, wait.
I pulled some of
The little tooltip and what we just read did not give the same impression.
and the little.
Because what we just read
Yeah,
said,
no, it said he had a prior record. It didn't say that he killed people.
yeah, it said prior record of violence, which in my head, if I'm thinking of somebody that's out of the penitentiary and back in like with like a work release,
Working
I would think
society.
like, maybe battery,
Like
not
A few robberies
homicide.
or something like that.
And then then the tooltip's like, he's killed before, and I'm like, what?
He did.
He's not getting out on work release if he's killed before. They're like,
Yeah.
now I know you had a handful of killings prior, but you done a good 2 years in the pit, so it's time to get back out there.
Yeah, especially in the 70s. I don't think they were like
I
letting
don't
people go off that.
Yeah. I feel like that tooltip has to be incorrect. I don't think they would let him out if he was a murderer already.
He's getting 25 to life.
The Oracle of the Omniverse, Guru Connor Barnum.
Do you feel trapped? Are you living your life or merely surviving it? Does this universe satisfy you, or are you left seeking a deeper truth beyond this reality? By harnessing the deep knowledge within this book gleaned by Guru Barnum and from his studies of those tribes closest to enlightenment, you too can assimilate the wisdom of the ancients' design and emerge from the cocoon of ignorance to soar on the wings of cosmic bliss like a butterfly of enlightenment.
That is a lot of buzzwords.
Yeah.
It also doesn't quite... Oh, I have to open it and I can't just back out.
$7.95. Oh, it's a book. I thought it was a movie.
Oh.
Oh, right. DVDs didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
It was through my own practices, learned from my journeys through the American interior, that I successfully elevated my consciousness to a point I was able to visualize another Cedar Hills, one beyond the veil of our reality. This little town seems so very much like my own, yet so fascinatingly different in countless subtle ways. To give one example, Callan family still in the drugstore, but the manager behind the counter was none other than the young George, the son who died so tragically some years ago. Here he was, a healthy middle age, a season of life I knew he'd never reach.
Huh.
An omniverse? Far out.
Far out. I drew two conclusions from my meditative voyage. One, that every journey through life offers almost incalculable variation. And while we may each have only finite possibilities on our own journeys, there may be other journeys taken by mirror versions of ourselves that visit all destinations. 2, the different planes of reality are not so much separate rivers running in parallel as they are interconnected tributaries flowing into a single vast ocean of experiences and possibility. To explore ideas further, we must consider some...
Some.
Oh.
And if you look at the top, the Echidnu.
The Enkidu.
Enkidu. Yeah, Enkidu effect.
Huh. Tie it back to Gilgamesh.
The book claiming there are multiple versions of people and objects across different realities. I don't know if parallel universes was like a popular thing in the 80s. Oh, we could play the interview with Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah. I can remember it clear as a bell.
You can?
Don't think
bells are opaque, sir.
anything like that night. Before or since. And don't reckon I ever will again. Heck, I don't know if I would have even made it out alive if it weren't for Sam Green. The man's a hero. Damn shame that no good sheriff's taking all the credit. Damn grand shame. He all but gave up on finding Stone at the mill. Sam Green.
He got to the main gate. I told him about the dog, and he left.
We had to search every nook and cranny of that place. And if we had waited just a second longer, well...
That baby.
One less beautiful baby in the world.
Maybe one less Jaime. Assuming that it was Jaime. I guess they haven't really confirmed.
Yeah, that's our own head.
Thanks to Mr. Holt, nobody questioned my dad's story.
Wow.
They were friends after that. My dad gave the eulogy when Mr. Holt passed.
No. But was he survived by Merlin at least?
Yeah, is Merlin okay? Does Merlin live with the sheriff now? With Sam?
Murder Mill. Script by Christine Gordon. Copyright 1980. Some other ideas by Jaime Rivera and Linda Castle. Okay, so that's just the script that we heard earlier. Yeah.
It looks just like script.
Okay. Oh.
I can't believe Mom's.
Jaime Hospital called.
I can't wait.
We'll be home Sunday.
Last note. Will he? Won't he? Nah. He's dead big time. Huh? Alright, well. That's all the stuff to read,
Linda's
so...
progress.
Linda.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
Worried about Robert?
Is he insecure? Is Jaime insecure? This is the 80s.
Is this Mr. Steal Your Girl? Or
Yeah.
her obsession with Frank Stone is intense?
Is Frank Stone Mr. Steal Your Girl?
Mr. Yeah, if anyone's Mr. Steal Your Girl, it's Frank Stone right now.
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little intense. Maybe it's because she's not from Cedar Hills, but you know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
It was
me.
So you don't think it matters?
Other than you, Jaime, I don't think anyone else existed yet, so they couldn't have been you.
A long time ago. And Chris is excited because some of the locations could work really well for the film. Like this one. Take a look.
That was awfully stiff.
I came up with a new scene to shoot.
That you wrote?
Freshly starched.
Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
We'll shoot it if we have time.
Cool.
This furnace chamber location is perfect.
Furnace?
I wouldn't have known about it without Chris's research.
It's pretty rad.
Should have wasted what time? You're not on. You even said you weren't on a deadline, Jaime.
Yeah, that's true.
It's pretty rad. I hope we have time to shoot it.
Thanks. Me too.
You know what, Linda? You're going places. I see great things in your future.
What is?
It's a picture of Frank Stone.
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there.
Oh, he was a machinist.
Yeah.
So, time to go?
Okay, people, company move. Time to head on out and shoot the shit out of this thing. Let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
You know, it's always interesting when I see like movies or shows or games that are like set within like a certain time period. I always wonder like how accurate the dialogue would have been like to those times.
Ding dong's working on it.
But you know what I mean? Because like, you know, obviously I wasn't around in the 80s. So like, would the phrase "let's shoot the shit out of it," like, would that be a phrase that would be used in the 80s? You think?
Probably not. I'm trying to think of what they would say. There's an equivalent phrase. I know it. I can't think of what it is right now.
I present.
He puts a shirt on.
Yeah. You know, it's just one of those things I think about, like, where, like, you know, in my head, I'm like, you know, I think that tells me when it's written by somebody that's probably more my age versus somebody that was that age during that time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's secret.
And they would
That's the
think
kind of thing
back
you
to
ask
like,
your
what?
Parents.
Yeah, like, how would you say let's shoot the shit out of it when you were like, you know, 19 in the 80s or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Oh, careful. First step's a doozy. All right. This way.
Actually, I do kind of continuing off that thought. I wonder, like, how pervasive just the use of profanity was actually in those times. Because, like, in my head, it feels like profanity is a lot more commonly used.
Now,
like, just like, you know, kind of passively or neutrally. To the point where, like, a lot of it's lost, a lot of it's, like, kind of stronger effect.
Actually,
I think the 80s is the start of that.
wild.
I could see that.
Okay.
So that's like the heavy. I think the 80s is the heavy
easy.
drug use era.
They're both medium difficulty.
Then give us medium 1 first.
Well, medium 1 is to climb the gate over there. Then it's like a straight shot right in, but it'll take us pretty close to my dad's patrol route.
And
more skill checks, got it.
Medium 2 is we cross to the other side, where we're a lot further away from my dad, but it's also gonna take a bit longer.
Those are both very medium.
Right down the middle.
So, which way?
Stealth mission or parkour? What do you think, Amir? Stealth or parkour?
I love stealth games, but we can't save scum. So I would say the kids will be playing it safe and go across.
True.
I'd rather keep a little distance between us and the law. No offense.
Hey, I don't want to get in any trouble either.
So, we should cross.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good answer, Steve. Good answer.
I remember we were doing a skit for marching band in college, where we were doing like a
I can remember.
Family Feud skit, and my role was that I was the person going like clapping really loud. Good answer. Good answer. And they didn't give me any direction other than like that was my character to play, and I could just do whatever else I wanted.
That was your motivation.
Yeah, so I just kept ramping it up. I think my last two. The first one was I started like running around the stage. Good answer. I hopped down. I sat in the seats yelling good answer for the next one. And then my final one that I was really proud on was I ran out of the theater. And then, like, 5 minutes later, during the next group's skit, I ran back on the stage. Good answer. Good answer. I wish we had a recording of that. We should have recorded it.
Merlin?
Still patrolling all these years later. Nope, Linda. Going upstairs, going downstairs.
What's that? Stairs.
Weird thing that I've noticed, because I know a lot of people right now that have like younger kids. Don't know what age exactly. Nope. I don't know what age exactly, but like old enough where like they're just like still kind of getting used to walking around. Whoa, just slide a little bit there. How come a lot of them really like going up and down stairs? I don't know if you ever noticed that. Like, is there
like
just
once
something?
they start moving around
Yeah.
more, they start trying to go up and down stairs.
Chris Gordon.
Yeah, because I have younger cousins where they will spend like a good 10 minutes just going up and down the same like 2 steps. And I've always just wondered, like, I wonder if that's like some kind of like developmental, like developing thing where they're trying to develop coordination or something.
I think it's like my guess is that it's like curiosity thing, or like a not curiosity thing, like an exploration thing. You're like they're expanding their environment.
Getting down like the concept of like going up and down elevation, maybe.
Yeah.
Made it.
Because like they're
It's like this
obviously
thing
they're
that they can do now, so now they want to do it all the time.
yeah, it's like because obviously I'm talking about like kids who are like I said, I don't know the exact age, but like probably like within the year or less kind of age.
Yeah.
I can see they are a lot into the just kind of like exploration phase for a while as they just I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know like the words to use, but I guess weirdly enough, I want to say like exploring the concept of exploring.
Yeah.
Absolutely sure this is safe and we're not going to fall into some kind of ventilation shaft full of whirling fan blades?
I can't promise you won't, but
I haven't yet.
At least you'll be able to see them as they tear you to pieces.
Thanks.
Brought one for everyone?
Yeah.
What you got in there?
Well, the flashlights, my notebook, some pens, a couple of granola bars, 3 ponchos, first aid kit, bottle opener.
Why only 3 ponchos?
Collapsible cookware and utensils.
How?
We're not hiking the Appalachian Trail, right?
Always be prepared.
Got
How do
it.
you have all that in the bag?
He's an Eagle Scout. Got it. But still, you didn't answer my question, Robert. Why only 3 ponchos when you know there's 4
He doesn't
of
need
you?
a poncho.
Or he knows something about Jaime that we don't.
I see a lot of great things in your future, Linda. You, Jaime, not so much.
Jaime, I'm undecided.
That meme of the guy who holds your shoulder with the big chin, just looking at Jaime.
We must be under the mill by now. Just gotta find a way up.
Haven't you ever talked to your dad about that night?
What night?
The night he was here with Frank Stone?
Hold that thought, Robert. There's things to explore. I will say, I do
He
like
really held that thought.
Who would have left
The
this here?
Mm-hmm.
I do like, I like exploring, but I feel like if the game, if the game designers want them to have like conversations like this, like where it's just only gonna be a long conversation, they should either follow me to continue the conversation, or they should not have that conversation take place during an area that has a lot of places to look around, where it's gonna break it up. Because I'm doing what players are gonna be doing, leaving the conversation as soon as it starts to go explore. Oh, we missed one.
We missed one.
But when? When do we miss it?
Yeah. Unless they're out of order. Checked out.
Or, maybe like the other path. Because we had the 2 paths, so maybe the stealth path had the other one, maybe.
Ooh, you're right.
I'm not sure about Linda's new scene. But if I pull the director card, she'll probably never talk to me again. Huh, a little key.
It's casting casting shed.
Casting shed.
Oh, casting. Oh, casting.
Better get back to Robert.
That's why it's a casting of Frank Stone. It's a double entendre.
New scene. But if I pull the director, she'll probably never.
Chris, you already said this.
She's really caught on it.
The casting of Frank Stone. Augustine took many, many centuries finding the perfect Frank Stone.
Mm-hmm.
To then cast into the furnace.
Yes.
So I was gonna say.
Anyways.
There was one time. When I was little,
keep going.
He was really drunk. Even though he doesn't remember,
Yeah, hold that thought.
I kind of like knowing what he went through.
I get that.
He didn't talk to me like a little kid or like my dad. Got to see him the way he really is. He showed me
The real Sam Green.
You know, he fucked up his shoulder that night, real bad.
He didn't fuck it up.
Like he used to.
It got fucked up for him.
Damn. I didn't know it was so intense.
He told me he and Frankstone squared off face to face, right here in the mill. The furnace chamber, actually.
Oh, shit. What else did he tell you?
Hold that thought.
Just that he saw things no man should ever see or know.
What does that mean?
Every time I've ever brought it up, gets that look in his eye. I just don't want to see him like that.
I mean, definitely facing down with a serial killer, definitely pretty scary. The things that no man should see. I mean, he saw Frank Stone, a baby, in a lit furnace.
Yeah, no man should see that.